Gonna go out. I'm gonna go out with a bang. Dear fucking lord! All right, we're going like a few too many layers of grim here. Fuck's sake! How are you doing, Ken? All right, give it your best shot then. Ah. There's the Fin Dragon resub. I do not know where the heck this notification went, but it didn't show up on the right overlay, so I have fixed it now. Yeah. We are recording. Broken record. Broken record. I'm the one with brain damage. Fuck you, that's my job. I am good. And Despacito. I'm about to kill your son. I'm afraid your son is no more? Question mark. Just the way you said it was pretty good. Yeah, this ain't it, Chief. I think that you should blank. Intimidation would, unless you have a proficiency in, yeah. You can do that, or if you have your character sheet open, but then again, you're on tablet, so it's weirder. I still can't see Santa's character sheet, by the way. Everyone else's, and is still a mystery. Your bio and info, which is her avatar. Rolled a d20, and what's her charisma? Well, I can't see the character sheet, so I can't confirm. Nope, that shows the sheet to us. I have it on my screen now, but it doesn't mean I can see the details. You need to make it so that we have permission to edit, funnily enough. Doesn't mean we will. But that's the only way we can actually see the character sheet. So it would be a nat 18. Dear Lord, whenever we have a character with an interesting and moral dilemma, you just think of something funny for him. Like, fuck's sake. Yeah! Ripped apart by a vampire. How far away are we at this point? for the other two that were joining us. Morningwood? That's desecration of the church. You must die, heretic. Rip meta communications. Tension is killing me. Let's just hope it doesn't kill her too. Well, in before full party wipe, this is the end of the campaign. He's laughing as if that's what he's expecting. Shit, we're in for shit now. I don't know what my laughter means. Eyes glare left and right. Ah, just like the vampire. Disadvantage on all claw rolls because his fingers are just like laying limply to the side. Dear Lord, that gives me a horrible image. No, get that out. No. Okay, the cat is relevant. It's not stupid, it's the door to the cellar. Of course it's not gonna have windows. Have you never played an RPG? Cellar, basement. Sorry, words. And Sanda is dead. Oh, is this pirate campaign now? Has she become Jack Sparrow?
From the village?
Well,
I just can't stop thinking of stupid catchphrases.
well, fuck. I'm an idiot.
Just be like, your worst nightmare.
So, just
Yes,
a
you're like a
note for
growl, just-
everyone here because it's relevant. The recording thus far has not had any of the audio from any of you guys because I forgot to unmute it again after the intro fucking sequence. So all the previous conversations with Sanda and Ken have been nothing, and it's been me talking one-sided. Because I'm a genius.
They missed all of the cool catchphrases.
Yeah, sure. So we're
So after a great exchange of a nice little banter that everyone unfortunately will never hear. Yeah, that's underneath the trap door. You just hear it sort of like, and it kind of goes on for a little bit and grows a little more distant.
Cool. I'm locked and loaded, ready for the party to enter.
All right. So you're just waiting at the trap door then?
She's like wary because she's like, but at the same time, she like doesn't know when he last fed or anything like that. He did seem like really crazy about it, so she's sort of like, maybe it's been a while, and so maybe he's a little weak because he was really crazy about that blood. Yeah, she's gonna put her foot on the door and then like start to unlock it.
Okie doke. You have enough time to unlock and open. As party, unless you decided not to advance at the chapel, you guys could enter.
I'm just following after Mamus here while talking about this, the shape of this church and how it can be fixed. It just takes a while. And then we submit, never mind.
Do we hear the opening of the latch and everything as we come in? Is it like old and creaky and whatnot?
I don't think you'd hear it necessarily as you came in, but you would see Father Donovich among the broken pews, like sizing up a board.
I approach
He's like,
him.
oh, she's gonna kill my son. Might as well do some measurements.
He kind of like turns to you, frantic. It's like, friends, Malmus, you're here. You come back to save him, yes? Yes? Ismark and Irina are just kind of like,
I look at him
awkwardly off the
confused.
side.
What do you mean?
My boy, Doru. Someone is here for him now. Please, let him know. Go down there. Save him.
I tell him, look. You had to inform me previously of where he was, right? Like last
told
time I
you.
was here, he said he was in the basement. Did he point to it or anything?
No, he didn't point the specific direction, though.
So I just ask him
Yeah,
where.
at this point, he is moving towards that door.
He's moving as well? Right.
Yep.
I'm following along.
And, yeah, so has his board.
Wait, what?
Huh?
What's Malmus? He's playing.
Ismark looks at you and shrugs.
Almost just sort of moves you aside as he tries to go through, unless somebody tries and not let him push you aside.
Yeah, I'm just stopping him. I'm just explain.
A cursed child that we will save.
All right, you can hear them outside, Santa. What are you doing?
What's around me?
Little pieces of like just wood and stone falling in the muck. Nothing really useful.
Okay.
Like nothing that looks like a good weapon.
Okay, she's continuing to load her crossbow, and she undid the latch, but she's keeping like her weight on the door, to like hopefully keep it closed. And then she kind of like looks at the door, I can hear all their voices, right? Not just Father Donovich.
Yeah, you can hear the whole commotion outside.
Okay.
Almost at this point is just going to tell the father to move aside.
Yeah, she'll be like, if you're coming in, come in quickly.
Like Davich gives a cautious look to you, still clutching his plank of wood, and then just like steps aside.
Let the
Does the
paladin
door
do
move
paladin things.
into this room or out of this room? Is it push or pull?
It would be
Fuck it, I kick it open.
push. Yeah,
Oh my god.
you kick a fucking door open, and the paladin makes his dramatic entrance.
I look at the loaded crossbow, and I give you pretty much the dirtiest of glares possible.
She returns it. Mr. Regent
Almost,
resting
don't give
bitch
me
face.
more things to fix in this place.
That guy's just so concerned about the like structure of the building.
I haven't been informed much of anything aside from this cursed child now.
Irina looks like she sympathizes with your plight, though. Like she's starting to look around at the building too.
Like,
Yeah. shit.
what do I know aside from this church being looks like it's falling apart.
Alright, so she'll look and be like, are you going to close the door and help, or are you going to stand there?
I, look at the half-elf. I think we know you are? I don't think you have anything that covers you up, right?
Yeah,
covers
she has
your
a
ears.
scarf that covers her ears.
Alright. I only know that now because I saw your sheet, so that's the only thing that I broke, but I don't know it in character, so whatever. Not a big deal. I, look at Sanda. Thomas looks at Sanda and says, "What are you doing?"
She like kind of like gives you like a look where she's like, really, like you don't fucking know. Kind of looks at you like you're stupid.
Yes.
And then she's like, is it not obvious? I'm going to kill the vampire in the basement.
Well, vampire in the basement. Excuse me.
To happen.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
This is not to happen.
And why not?
I have made a promise.
As have
Save
I.
him.
He will be. There is no cure. There's no saving him now.
There is no certainty of that.
So we just leave him down here in agony as his father gives him squirrel's blood.
I glare at her. Thomas, at this point exactly doesn't have any quips. Instead, he moves towards the hatch to place his own weight on it.
I mean, cool, more weight the better.
Okay, I feel like
That's just
someone
collapsing.
needs to. I feel like someone should probably fill me in on this whole situation.
She'll look at your character's name is BB, right?
I
Well,
would like to have the
just call him Bob.
We call him what?
His name is Robert Bob Fixgood, so Bob or Bob both work.
Alright, cool. Wait, I don't think she actually, does she know your name? I mean, probably, she was
He
like,
did introduce himself.
okay, yeah, so she knows your name, alright. She'll be like, to fill you in, the priest here had found that his son had been afflicted with the vampire curse, and decided to keep him in the basement and give him rodent's blood, in an attempt to satiate his bloodthirst. But he's too far gone now, and the more you keep him down here, the more suffering he will endure, and eventually he will get out and kill everybody.
And we'll find a cure before.
I have one.
Huh. And Malmus, you have Well, this is where things get complicated. You told him that the priest that will help him with this sun situation, right? That's why we're here?
Almost nods.
Oh. Oh, man.
Can you
Right.
for once keep us out of trouble, please? Thank you.
Right now, the man in the basement is no longer a man, but the longer he stays down there, the more memories he'll lose, and eventually he'll be nothing but a monster that will eventually kill the priest. And everybody.
Wait, is that how vampirism works?
I don't know.
I've read a few books in my time. I think that you might mistake him to another type of undead. A ghoul or a zombie. A non-sentient variety.
I mean, either way, he's a monster that kills people.
Roll
an idea of how like vampires in this setting work, whether they are like purely inherently chaotic evil or if they are capable of not necessarily being heartless killers.
I was gonna say, roll a knowledge.
There are no like, knowledge checks and stuff like that anymore.
Or it would be intelligence, but if there aren't any you can have proficiency for certain knowledge.
Technically, your only knowledge skills are history, religion, and nature. Oh, maybe I guess Arcana is one of them.
Yeah, it should probably be religion or Arcana. Or, I mean, this would come from intelligence, anyhow.
Oh.
Who's rolling?
Wow, Malmus knows more in a religious sense than the fucking priest with a zero modifier. I'm only just lucky that I'm proficient in that shit. Otherwise, that would have been like a fucking 14.
Okay, so Malmus, somehow you recall something you read or that someone said to you sometime about, at least in your plane, how there seem to be, when it comes to vampires, there are true vampires and there are spawn. Both are governed by an intense lust for blood. They seem to be very much the person they were in life, but the hunger is very overwhelming, and the masters control it better than the spawn do.
So I don't know necessarily of any way to, like, for lack of a better way to explain it, to treat the symptoms, quote unquote, or a cure.
No, you haven't really heard of a cure.
Well, at this point, Almus has made a promise, and knowing the intent of the promise doesn't mean he can sort of skew it.
Makes sense.
After all, if I break said promise, I stop being a paladin. That's how paladin oaths work, right? Especially considering the oath I made was like, keep your fucking promises.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm in this situation now. Yeah,
wait,
so
you'll just stop being a
literally if I
paladin?
break my promise, I stop being my class.
Or at the very least, you lose most of its features, I believe.
Yeah, essentially.
Because you're
I may as well not be my class anymore.
At that point, you're a fighter without any fighter feats.
Yeah, essentially, and that's bullshit.
You're a man with sword. And shield. That was once a shovel.
Soon to become dead manlet.
Yep.
I have a vested interest in not letting you kill a motherfucker.
I'm just gonna casually close the door, make this a full-on private conversation so the father doesn't know what we're saying.
You go to do that, you just see his worried face watching you, and he's just like, what are they saying?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Literally
worry
your
about it.
child.
We're
Don't
on
worry
it.
about it.
He would never dare curse like this, but you can see him just mouth like, "What the fuck?"
Huh.
If you turn the other way, you probably see a Smark and Irina do more or less the same.
So I close the door. I'm standing with my back to the door, and I tell my idea to the group, which is, let's just take that guy out of the cellar and throw him in the sun. Problem solved.
Oh, true. I agree with that. Either way, he will die.
This is gonna be one of those fun things where I don't necessarily have. I have to rely on the fact that my character is stubborn and not intelligent, and so I just sort of slowly redo the latch.
Well, most curses can be lifted by destroying the source of the curse.
Alright, so then we find this source and kill it or destroy it.
Oh, question for Ken.
Yep.
In my knowledge, would I have to do another knowledge check to know if I recalled anything about what happens if they are starved of blood for a period of time? Like, could we just tell the dude not to feed him and leave him for the time being and have him be less of a threat in the meanwhile while we take care of stuff and him not die, per se? Or does he have to be fed blood to survive?
Yeah, go ahead and roll that knowledge check.
Dear Lord. All right, religion time again. Power of religion! Tell me the things I wish to know. Okay, that's not as good.
Yeah, you're not really sure. It seems to be an almost debated topic. You kind of like some saying they go catatonic, some saying they die. Not too sure.
Well, in the hopes of following on his promise, Malmus is probably just going to, in his head, think, worth the risk, and just go ahead with the idea that might work.
Alright.
So Malmus says, we will tell him not to feed the boy, and we will kill the master.
You're gonna have to repeat that. It skipped out.
Kill the boy. Don't kill the boy. Just tell the priest not to feed him in the meanwhile, under the risk that he might die from the lack of blood, but it's worth it if we can get an opportunity to kill the master and remove the curse, is essentially what Malmus is saying in much blander and much plainer language.
And what
Okay.
happens if that simply
No
turns him
feed.
into a rabid animal?
Kill master.
Well, the option for throw him in the sunlight is still there, you know?
What sunlight?
True.
Didn't you say that he had sunk back further into the thing? You wouldn't be able to hear Malmus. Malmus isn't talking super loud.
The Doru?
The dude in the fucking basement, yeah.
Yeah, he
sounded like he was getting further away.
Yeah, around when Sanda started spouting these badass one-liners, he growled and just retreated further.
Yeah, so I thought you were saying he was talking for a second. I'm just like, how could he hear me? Never mind.
Oh no, I was just making a shit joke. Never mind.
Sanda will lower her crossbow and press her lips together in a thin line while she thinks about what Malmus just said.
Dude,
And,
you are an expert in this field.
She'll nod and be like, all right, I agree to this. We find the master vampire, who has turned more than just this boy, and kill him. If that doesn't work, do you give me permission to eliminate the threat in this church?
If there is no cure, then that is fair.
All right, Malmus. She'll put her crossbow away and hold out her hand.
Malmus
I guess-
takes it without even a hesitation at this point.
Sweet. She's like, all right, then I guess I'm sticking with you guys for a while.
And with this, Malmus holds your hand probably a slight bit longer than would actually be, like, comfortable for the agreement, because he thinks that a nice firm handshake is important for these kinds of things. Then
Yeah,
he releases
definitely.
it, turns without looking much to his other two companions, and steps outside to look at the priest.
I was gonna say, hold up a minute, I'm still standing in front of the door.
If you stand in his way,
just
he
shove him
proceeds
out
to
of the
just
way.
sort of like stiff arm through you.
Fair enough, I'm a ghost now.
All right, and before we talk to the priest, I am going to be right back.
5-minute break. Let's all go to the lobby.
I'm glad you all reached
Let's
an
all
agreement.
go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
I mean, honestly, that worked out a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be, and I'm kind of pumped we're gonna go hunt a master vampire.
To be honest, I think I need to adjust my character sheet because I've not been playing my character at all like it actually writes. Because my personality trait on Malmus's sheet says, I've been isolated for so long that I rarely speak, preferring gestures and the occasional grunt. And what I do is I just try to talk in simple language and fail miserably. I am so bad at playing not the talking member of the party because I can't keep my fucking mouth shut.
No, I'm like kind
That's
of
my
pumped
job.
and hope that Sonda and Malmus become like bros, and that would be cool.
It would be nice, but
It's just like,
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
you have to understand fucking Malmus's bullshit a little bit. Maybe at some
Yeah.
point you'll get to be along Fin Dragon's level where he just sort of just understands that Malmus is gonna blindly trot ahead and figure out how to deal with it.
Paladin's Paladin.
Yep, Paladin's go Paladin. I feel like I'm the distilled Paladin because I'm so dumb that I just, like, take my religious creed even further than, like... I was gonna say Deus Vult, but we literally have you in the party. Hi.
Hi.
I'm just waiting for the time when I get an opportunity to try and throw Sanda across a river or something like I have been with a fucking monk.
To be honest, my character's only like 150 pounds or some shit. Or
Yeah, your character's
140.
light as fuck.
Yeah.
How heavy is Sanda?
She's
I
like,
thought you knew better than ask that.
I am not kind enough to avoid asking a woman her weight, okay? Do you think me a civilized gentleman? I am Malmus Tagoria.
I don't know her exact weight. I know she's probably honestly like 36 or 37, and she's like 6 feet, so whatever that might be for like a woman. Like, but she is kind of like, she's a little like
you just wrote
more
weight
muscular.
average. Yeah. I wrote
Yeah,
like an
she's a-
actual pound weight for Malmus, so just a different mentality on that.
Yeah, she's
Malmus
definitely.
is 312 pounds, thank you very much.
Wow.
I was weirdly specific because I was bored and randomly making the character, and I was like, that sounds like the weight of somebody who's super overly muscular.
Yeah, she's like
Sounds
pretty
right.
muscular, so I'd have to figure out like, but I'm not good with numbers, so I just don't do it.
Neither am I. Actually, I am. I can't say that. My dad's literally a physics professor. Fuck. I have his
Oh,
genes and I'm not allowed to get rid of them.
Was show here the first session?
Joe's been
Was
here the
what?
whole time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But just
Yeah,
don't
that's what I
talk.
thought.
Deus
He just
Vult is
doesn't
not
speak
very
unless he's
talkative.
spoken
He's
to.
even less talkative than Malmus.
Yeah, no, I was like I was like trying to remember, and I was like, I don't really remember his character because I don't think him and Sonda talked at all.
Don't worry, he doesn't really have one.
Is he the guy with like
He
the
was once.
beard in the cartoon drawing?
Yes, he is the bearded dude that was raised by wolves.
Oh, that's cool.
He used to be
Malmus-
talkative, but in the
My
Fire
character
Nation
is the one with the sword. And BB Fixgood is the awkward looking one with a peg leg.
I just want Sonda to be like friends with all of you, because that would just be great. Because she's super like tsundere and just like fuck everybody, but like I just love character growth, dude.
Character growth is fun. I haven't gotten a session that has lasted long enough to do any of this shit. By the way, Ken's back, so we can do things again.
What's up, guys?
I can.
Fun to
So, first off, who just snail trailed all over the freaking main
Who
altar
the
room?
fuck was drawing this shit?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
was
worry
not-
about it, Sonda says, slowly desecrating the church even further.
Okay, so I clicked it, and I was like,
It looks
oh,
like you're
cool.
no,
But then
just
I
leave it
couldn't
there for a
figure out-
second. It literally looks like you're trying to draw like a fucking pentagram for like a fucking satanic cultic ritual. I can see the star.
I couldn't
I
figure
can
out.
If I
see the
can't kill the
star.
priest's son, I can desecrate his chapel. Alright.
I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the mark that I made, so I just tried scribbling, and it just made it work.
Click
was
on
like-
it with the select tool and click to delete. Or Ken can do it because he's the fucking DM and he can do whatever he wants. Undesecrate this church. It's already broken enough. In the name of Sigma. I mean, what?
And I was like, maybe that's only on my screen and only I can see it because no one mentioned it when it happened like 20 minutes ago. So I was like, oh yeah, maybe no one can see it. And here I
Yeah,
Nope,
am.
we can
yourself.
draw too.
I was gonna say, I saw that somebody was drawing, and I was like, I probably should bring it up. I was like, might be Ken, I don't know. I'm just gonna shut up.
Stop desecrating. That's not a word. That's not a fucking word. Who's
Stop
writing that? Is that Ken?
desecrating holy grounds.
Oh, okay.
That's an H. I just didn't finish drawing it.
Well, I guess this plan is better than actually killing someone.
Fucking kill the text. All right. Well, we're still killing someone. It's just somebody who has apparently already been causing chaos and turmoil throughout the land and fucking deserves it.
What if
So,
the chaos was actually reined in by his greater chaos of chaos?
don't you go all philosophical on us, Mr. DM. We get to learn that through plot points, not you.
At your penis.
So do
Just
you.
don't know what happens
When do you drop
it.
it? Oh, fuck.
When you starve it out.
Please, we're streaming. No porn. We're live.
It's not porn, it's artistic.
It's only one step of the
No,
form,
it
like,
is
if
not
you
a
do more
fucking
drawings, you
statue
have
of a
full
dude
form.
with a tiny dick, okay? You don't get
It
that
is
excuse.
artistic nudity.
It's a fertility statue that was just left in this chapel.
Shut
It
your
just
whore
came in
mouth.
through the roof, crushed the
Damn it.
pews.
Fuck's sake.
Like,
Okay,
you
I'm
got
done.
vampire problems? I'm sorry, have a giant penis. that's the
Literally
best God
fuck
did.
the church. Alright, are we gonna... Is the priest gonna talk with me now?
The priest swings at you with wood roll initiative. No, yeah, the priest looks frantic. He's like, "What happened? Do you have a solution?"
Malmus nods. No more blood for the boy.
Oh,
Let him
I hope
weaken.
not, but what will-
Let him wait. We will kill the master vampire.
You will kill the Devil Strahd himself. You're not the first that has tried. You heard my story of the.
I have, and I listened. Now you listen. No more blood for the boy. Agreed?
But how will you destroy him?
That is not your concern. Your concern is to fix this church and help this town.
But what could I do? And at that, you would hear Ismark just kind of like clear his throat. We have one thing you can do for us, Father, and he explains the task to conduct the traditional burial rites for their father, and he explains to you all. Yes, the ceremony, the ritual of deceased, praise of the morning Lord, we can do this at dawn. You will carry the casket here. We will perform the ceremony. I will get started digging a plot if any of you would wish to help. Be much appreciated.
Almost puts his sword into his shield.
Like a badass.
I am Shovel Knight.
Morning Lord, praise you, Shovel Knight. It's like, yes, I suppose I can do this much for you. You bring the casket here at dawn, and we'll bury him in the family plot.
Well, this would be the time for the priest to respond, so I have nothing to say.
That was the priest.
Oh. Well, I thought that was still Bismarck. Okay.
No, it's Mark just kind of talks like this.
Almost
Like
nods.
when you guys saw him. He just didn't give a fuck.
Malmus is going to just nod and then sort of like look to the others to see if they are going to follow along.
It's Mark actually, or Father Donovich actually just begins, kind of opens the door before any of you really can, saying, I will get to work on the digging immediately. I'm afraid I'll have many more protests from my boy to deal with. Morning Lord, bless you all in your quests.
And, yeah, where are we going to sort of go from this point would be the question.
Mark just kind of looks to you and said, well, traditionally the ceremony happens just before dawn. The pallbearers bring the casket along with the rest of the funeral procession up to the graveyard. The father will say his rites, and then you have a burial. Of course, with recent events, a lot have been kind of making do their own plots off to the side in the woods, but it looks like the way's open for us. Irina just kind of cuts in. What he means to say is thank you.
Thomas nods. As he is usually doing. I just realized I accidentally popped open the thing of like metal polish I have on my desk with my axe.
Drink it.
You're just becoming one with Malmus.
Malmus is going to sort of turn to the other two, nod to them like acknowledgingly, and then take his shovel to go help dig the grave with the priest.
Nice.
Wherever you want.
Yeah, so you guys actually would go around,
Technically be further back in area. But
yeah, you guys would go around roughly into this area. No, actually, the rest of it is on this map, but there you go. There's the back. This doesn't really need to be hidden. Boom, yeah, you could see it on the earlier map. It's a fairly sizable graveyard, a lot of really aged stones. You can make out some private plots fenced in, although the fences themselves are just rusted over like hell. And plenty of smaller ones around. He leads you to a slightly less rusted over fenced-in area. Points out a spot to you, and you guys dig in together.
I can still see all of the words that Ken has yet to delete.
Don't worry about it. Maybe the words are actually there. Are you too distracted in your communications with Father Donovich? No.
Here I am playing Malmus, and I'm still thinking this dumb as shit.
Don't worry, the words aren't here in character, thank you very much. Or do you mean the circumstances of digging a hole for priests?
No, I mean, never mind. I'm just gonna end it here. So, stop drawing more!
I'm not.
There you
I'm
go.
trying to delete
Didn't
it.
draw jack shit. I did not draw jack shit. What are you even talking about?
You win.
You know, just for that, I'm gonna draw a freaking dick on this map. Even bigger dick than the last map. No, never mind. Alright, so what's
what are you
everyone
guys
else
gonna
doing?
What time is it in the day?
Let's see,
It's
you
like-
guys.
Morning-ish, midday.
Yeah, so probably like 11:30 a.m. probably.
Alright, so coming
Alright.
up on noon.
Yeah.
I think Sonda's gonna go to
Hell.
The spa.
yeah. No.
The hell spa.
Maybe. She's gonna go to the inn and get some brunch.
Alright. You make your way over. What about Deus and BB?
Well, I have promised to aid with the funeral. So if there's this fine gentleman here whose name is definitely most specifically scroll. Ismark the Lesser. If he secures a couple pieces of copper from somewhere, as promised earlier, I can protect the corpse from effects such as raised dead and undeaderism.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, that'd be good.
Wonderful.
How much copper do you want from him?
Well, technically the spell needs that they need to be just two copper pieces. So
Yeah, I find some old copper currency. Same face, but I don't know, sign's just a little bit different.
yeah, this will do. This will do great.
Well, thank you kindly, Fix Good. You gonna... I was thinking I might stop in the tavern myself. You gonna head back to the keep, or you got any errands to run?
I may remain here and see about fixing this place slightly. I do it pretty good.
Irina just kind of shoots her brother a look, doesn't really say anything, but actually just joins you. And as Mark heads out, he shoots a look to Deus before he leaves. Deus, any plans?
No, I got nothing. So I guess I'll be joining you then.
So, Ismark?
The one who's gonna go for the copper.
The copper he gave to Fix Good,
I already gave
who's
her.
staying in the chapel.
I could stay at the chapel then.
Okie doke.
Sanda is once again alone. Contemplate the deal she just made.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the son was gonna go to the tavern too.
Yeah, Ismark's coming to the tavern.
Hey,
He waves to you and catches up.
she
And
like
we are go-
Time to fix good.
and we are going to first go to your adventures in town, but actually tavern, because nothing really interferes with your quest to get there.
oh good. His name is Ismark, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ismark the Lesser, but he doesn't prefer that added in.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously.
You have a token on this screen? No, I don't think you do. One sec.
The hell? I accidentally- stage.
Dude, why is there music playing?
Because this was the default tavern theme.
Oh, I literally thought I was going crazy. I was like, what the fuck is in my room playing music right now?
Playing it through Roll20.
Dude, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, what is happening? Am I going crazy?
Wait, you didn't hear the music earlier?
No,
Nope.
I'm like deaf, Ken. You know this.
Wait, no one heard the music earlier?
I did. You had music earlier.
Yeah, it was here.
You mean like the
Oh shit, I just
low
made like
humming-
3 of you, because you blended in with the road. I'm sorry, let me just delete like 3 of you.
or we have my chat saying yes, they've heard it too. You, Ivy?
Okay, cool, so I don't have much to work in. So yeah, you're actually kind of hard to see, but Sanda, you're in there right next to Ismark. It's you know, it's not as big as the evening crowds, best to be expected. You have a decent assortment of people. Few just modest peasants. Few craftsmen slightly better dressed. A few of the local scouts and militia, or what passes for it, sitting around her own little clique in one corner. The 3 Vistani who you've met before. 3 sisters always share their own corner that they usually are. They shoot you a look as you come in. You might have done all right with them in the past. There's always just like a layer of potent scumbagginess about them, like a friendly sort of scumbagginess, but like they're not the Vistani you knew in the field. And there's
Good. Eric,
Eric, the bartender,
Yeah.
on work earlier than usual, just wiping off a glass.
Is Ismark next to me as we enter?
Yup.
So I'll like give the 3 Vistani sisters like a really kind of fake polite smile, and then as I do, I'm gonna like turn like my head towards Ismark and kind of like whisper, God, I hate them, and then find a seat.
Ismark just kind of like shrugs. All right, sometime. You guys find a seat.
How old is Ismark?
Ismark's probably in his mid-20s.
He's a baby.
Yeah, he'd be.
And how long have I known him for again?
Let's see. Altogether, you've been here a year. You've been a couple months in Barovia Village.
Okay, that's what I thought. Alright, she will order a, like a light ale and some bread.
All right. Ismark's actually in a pretty good mood. He takes up the tab.
Oh. She'll be like, oh, thank you. You don't have to do that.
Does this sort of like dumb fake curtsy.
She'll like try not to smile because she thinks it's stupid, but she just ends up smiling anyway because he's fucking stupid.
Just smile,
Uh-huh.
but for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. Not like a polite smile, just a kind of like your fucking stupid smile.
He also smiles, but he just looks like an idiot.
Great. She will cross her legs and lean back in the chair like a cool guy, and then ask him, what do you think of the situation in the church?
The vamped up kid in the basement.
Yeah, he's keeping his voice down, right? Like, I don't have to kick him?
No, yeah, he's fairly quiet.
Okay, good. Yeah, she would nod.
Well, kick a bitch.
I don't know. I mean, you don't grow up with too many hopeful tales around here, unless you're Man Mary. But look how that went for her daughter. Anyhow, I mean, gotta promise you can for now. If I don't know about this whole crew's ambitions, really, but hey, if they man out a death house, maybe they'll surprise us again.
She'll like furrow her brow, and is the drink there?
Yeah, the drink's coming by.
Okay. When it gets there, she'll take a sip and be like, "What on earth is Death House?" Oh, not Earth. Sorry, I don't know what you call this planet.
They usually just call it Barovia, or specific cities call it by their own name or the name of the city. Most people in here don't really get out.
All right, she'll just say, "What in Arovia is Death House?"
It's actually the Durst House. It's just about the edge where the mists meet. After a while, no one really goes there, but occasionally someone does, so we don't hear from them. People go by it. It's supposed to be abandoned, but some days it'll look better than the other. Lights on, all that weird shit. They say, back before the mists crawled over this land, there's a family there, the Dursts. They really like to kiss up to Strahd when he conquered the area. And some say they envied him in his power, and they had their own little sort of novice sorcery club they did with their weirdo buddies. I guess one day some shit went down that even pissed off old Strahd himself, and their house went dead. No one really went there for a while. Some say he just showed up, killed everyone. Some say he banished them to some indescribable hellscape. We don't really know. But then it started doing weird things, lighting up, making weird sounds. Any poor bastard that decided to get close to it, you just wouldn't hear from them again. About a decade ago, there was one guy who came in. Kind of, he had the little ears thing. He probably had mixed heritage thing. He apparently came from somewhere. I deserve that. Anyhow, he came from somewhere behind the mists. Apparently, he had a bunch of buddies with him, but only he got through. I didn't stay too long after that, rambling. Old Grigaris took care of him, but eventually he just ran off somewhere, trying to try his luck in another town when he felt confident, and I don't know, maybe he found it. We never saw him again. Anyway, bad juju, but those guys apparently went there right when they got in and made it out. Oh, that's cool.
She'll nod and take another sip of the ale. She'll be like, interesting.
So, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go with them, I'd like to come with you guys to see it through, but I know someone needs to take my father's place. I know Strahd himself will probably come by and appoint someone if I don't, but I don't really trust anyone else in this town to do it, so I'm a little conflicted.
She'll kind of sigh, just be like, "No, your place is here with your sister."
Well, my sister's going with you guys. She needs to get the hell out.
Oh, she's going to. I forgot.
I mean, I guess with my my father's legacy, it's cool.
So don't worry, I'll take notes and let you read it when I get back.
I look forward to that. That'd be real nice.
Alright, she will continue to eat.
All right. Meanwhile, back at the church. So you've just been
Digging a hole.
digging.
Dig
Oh yeah,
the
there's the
hole.
digging the hole, but there's also repairing the church. So guys repairing. I see you've done some repairing.
Yeah, it's just mend.
So yeah, you've been mending everything back together.
Can't mend this.
Irina, for the most part, hasn't really said anything. She just watched, pretty interested.
Oh shit.
No, this thing needs a carpenter. Ain't gonna work.
She just kind of runs a hand along the better mended pews, parts of the pew. It's amazing. You don't really. I mean, we have a few carpenters in Barovia Village, but the magic that comes through is usually from beyond the mist, and no offense, usually goes somewhere else and never comes back. What were? So you were a holy man before you came here?
I would like to think that I still am a holy man. At least it would appear so, since it works.
Huh? Sorry, I didn't mean to suggest you weren't. It's just everything seems to mix all together. People come through with words none of us understand, and then, well, you've seen Bill Draft's collection.
Well, I doubt that anything I'm carrying will make its way over there.
I
Yeah,
hope
babe.
not. And we look over to Deus. What's your story? I see holy. I don't know what to think of you though. You have I don't want to say you don't have a home. That's not the way I want it to come off, but
Raised by wolves.
that is not what I expected, but I'll take it. Were you with wolves when you came here?
No, they are dead.
I'm sorry.
You can do anything about it anyway.
Guess not. Did you know each other before this?
No, not a single one of these guys. Not even the paladin, and we apparently even serve the same god. It's a small world.
Huh,
I look
that's
over
lucky, I
to-
guess.
I'll look over to Fixgood and ask, how long have we been traveling together again?
3 days, I want to say. Not more than 4. We slept one night in the Durst mansion. We slept one here. 3.
I'll look back to her and say, we've known each other for about 3 days, and go back to work.
Must have been quite the 3 days. My brother said you went through the Durst house before you got here.
Quite literally. The paladin cracked a giant hole in the wall.
I suppose I guess that'd be the way out of there. What was inside?
Undead. A giant pile of undead, as far as I could tell, and ghosts, especially ghosts. It wasn't the most welcoming sight.
Don't forget about the thing in the basement.
Yes, the
Giant
mass of undead.
I guess that might be I guess that might be a good introduction for this place then. At least from what I've heard about people's travels.
Oh yes, it is. It was more than enough to convince me that this place is actually quite horrible.
Just kind of starts at that. So, wait a second. Malmus. You and Father Donovich are digging a hole. You've made a little bit of a progress into a hole. He would comment to you as you work. It's like, so you were helping the Koyanoviches?
Malmus just sort of grunts, like, in a not necessarily affirmative way. He's just going along with all this.
After a second, he just kind of grunts back and says, Is it about Irina?
Vaguely remember, yes.
Yes, I mean, she's a good girl, that one, but I fear her destiny may be greater than the usual perils of this town. You see, she isn't Kolyanovich by birth. Her father found her in the woods one day.
Malmus just sort of grunts. Kind of the man.
Oh, most certainly. Good leader as well. Our community, hardly united as it is, we'll miss him.
At this, Malmus just sort of nods and continues to shovel. He's not much of a man for words in this kind of work environment.
Mm-hmm. Man, you keep going. If anyone, and if no one else has anything specific they want to do, time will pass till the evening. We can make a fair bit of progress mending things up. And you guys dig your hole, and Sonda, you and Ismark have a time at the tavern. Pretty chill.
Food.
Yeah, you guys eat, you guys drink, and around the time evening hits, what's everyone doing? Would you be interested in going back to the mansion? Anyone have any plans?
Just get ready for like the funeral. Is the funeral in the morning or at night?
It will be like just before dawn.
Okay. She'll like probably go back to the mansion and like lay out her like funeral attire.
For a second, I thought you were going to talk about laying out somebody super hard.
Yeah,
Don't go back to the mansion and lay out the door, man.
don't worry about it.
Goldberg. He was too close. He got too close.
Malmus is going to contemplate staying the night at the church just in case. And,
Donovich would welcome you if you desire.
at this point, Malmus doesn't necessarily wholly trust Panda, because obviously
Yeah.
he has something he has to do. Threaten to undo it. So he is going to probably actually spend the night silently lying atop the hatch. So if she wants to open it up, she'll have to, wake him.
All right.
Yeah, there isn't much else to do here. Can't reach the rooftop without ladder or scaffolding, and it's beyond mending.
Fair.
I'm just gonna head back to the mansion, and I'm gonna make sure that I remember how that ritual goes for the thing I promised to do. So,
Like how all of the fucking benches are now like varying lengths of completeness because of available materials.
Work in progress is better than a dump.
To mend something, you have to have like pieces to put together. That thing, for example, that's just toothpicks now.
Yeah, Irina and Deus did what they could with the stuff you did, man. Like, they put things close enough together. They dug out for missing pieces. But, yeah, some things are just fucked. If there's a future funeral and someone just needs to be cremated, you got firewood. Who just barricaded the door?
It's more a sign.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Irina's gonna make her way back to the mansion too. You guys will meet Ismark and Sanda doing their thing. You heard Sanda's thing. Ismark himself is just kind of chilling. He would actually take up his sword and go practice out back for a bit. He's acceptable. But yeah. If everyone's good, nightfall commences. And Malmus, you would be you might wake up from your sleep to the sound of scraping on the door beneath you.
Malmus ignores this.
You would you just hear the voice, hey.
Malmus does this thing where he shuts off his brain and goes back to sleep.
Hello. And that passes.
Poor Ken.
There was a few you'd feel a few rough bumps beneath you as this poor bastard starts slamming the door to get your attention.
Malmus just sort of readjusts himself every time. Back to sleep.
Poor Ken's just
Trying to push a plot point, and meanwhile Malmus is just like, "Now, just leave it off."
like, nah, dude, tired.
I'm getting my fucking
Roll.
rest.
All right. Well, you rest for a few more hours, and I want you to roll a.
And this fucking vampire at the moment.
This is not related to the
312.
vampire.
Okay.
Okay. It's not related to the vampire.
I was gonna say, strength check, can he bench 312?
Lost the
Through
hatch.
a fucking locked door, yeah. Anyway, go
This
ahead.
no, it's not about the vampire. Roll a roll a wisdom save. So something does. You manage to resist the pushing and scratching beneath you, and it's certainly not there when you feel yourself jolted awake by just like a chill. It's like a chill to your very bones. room's still pitch black. You can't really hear anything.
I attempt to sleep it off.
You close your eyes and we get to sleep. And slowly, you just start to hear also playing of instruments, flutes, lutes, the beat of drums. And this feeling of sadness just washes over you.
Almus attempts to compare this feeling of sadness to past events that he has not divulged to the party yet, and tries to weigh that the latter is worse than the former and sleep it off.
The
Essentially, in
forces,
response to
the
anything
powers
you
that be can't really argue that. You suffered some shit. All right, you sleep it off. It takes a while. You still feel this, but it starts fading away in time. It's going farther and farther away from you, and you sleep. Meanwhile, at the mansion, also roll wisdom.
Oh, okay.
A wisdom save.
Oh,
Whoa. Xcode's doing barely better than me.
All right.
I would also like to defend myself with I too have gone through some shit. So
As you feel a mysterious sense of sadness and just sounds of instrument, but you just say fuck it. Wait, Sounda got a 15 altogether?
no, I rolled the wrong thing.
That's a charisma save.
You were just too charismatic for this bullshit.
No, I was trying to, because like I'm using a tablet, so I tried to use the touchscreen, but the word
Charmed
was
your
way
bad
too
thoughts.
small.
Oh.
But on the other hand, Fixkit doesn't exactly have Malmus's mental defenses, so to speak. So he would get up from this thing because someone is now playing music.
I think I accidentally rolled twice.
That's how you're trying to be nice and almost fucking.
I mean, yeah, like, so theoretically, like, you guys feel, you two that failed and Dance, I'm not sure yet, like, you awaken to, like, the sadness in instruments and it keeps you awake for a bit. If your characters want to just ignore it and try to sleep again, eventually they can. But, like, that's on them. It's just this save's just a matter of, like, whether or not they just, like, feel it.
Is there any certain pull or push towards any direction or another where this music is coming from?
You just kind of, you feel it nearby, more out towards the direction of the street.
Okay, well, I guess I have no other choice. I need to take a few minutes and put on my armor and go knock on Deus's door. Deus.
Yeah, what is it?
I hear music from the streets.
Fire nothing. Go back to sleep.
I guess I'm not going alone then.
Yeah,
Hey, Ken,
good luck.
Yeah.
did I fail it? I rolled twice. I don't know what.
Yeah, both of those are a fail.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure.
What does Sonda do with this fail?
She'll probably like lay there for a minute and be like, wow, I wish I could sleep. But then kind of just like put on her like her clothes. She doesn't really put on her armor. She'll just like wear like her casual wear. and then probably like head out into the hall and maybe run into BB because she's probably gonna go for a walk.
Yeah, you see him just as he comes through after putting on his armor. So yeah, you guys, assuming no one like stops for too long, you guys would arrive at the entrance, look out, and you can tell right away what you see out in the streets, filtering out of the town, is just a procession of specters. Some have instruments, most have weapons, and you can recognize even if you really look closely, you can recognize a variety of backgrounds and races you might have met amongst them. There's a lot of humans, but there are elves, there are dwarves, all just making their way out to the gates of the town.
Oh.
It's like a faint glow illuminating the streets.
Hmm.
Well,
I will,
I
lean on the doorway, just kind of like, I don't know. She doesn't feel like alarmed. She's kind of just like watching.
You have no idea how much I would like to say that this surprises me, but it actually doesn't.
She'll like chuckle and just be like, "Yeah, I know what you mean." What do you think it is?
Ghosts? Doing what they were doing before they died, and now they can't move on because they didn't do it.
It could be the ghosts leaving this cursed town. I would hope so. I'd hate to be stuck here.
Hmm.
One of them just bursts out of the house. He's in a full chef's outfit and he yells, "I'm making brownies!" and goes back in.
Well, I guess I'm going to go see what this is all about. So much for that night's sleep. And
Wait, where are you going?
Like outside?
Yeah.
She'll kind of like follow you.
I dig out the lantern that we used in the Dirt Mansion and cast light on it, bringing it back to its purpose of shedding light.
Alright. So you ignite your lantern. You make your way out into the streets. 1 sec.
I assume we start from here.
Yep.
I see two
So
songas.
you guys can make your way towards down past the tavern, enter streets where you see more of these ghosts coming by. You definitely make out a lot of them have armor of various degrees. Some heavy, some more like chain. You get a lot of leather, various degrees of weaponry, even some in robes like casters. Make out elves, humans, dwarves, halflings. A lizard, just a big old lizard folk, comes down the street with some sort of staff on his back. And as you notice, a few arrows puncturing his side. A few of the humanoid ones, you actually, as they pass by, you can see some sort of gash in their necks.
Huh.
Has 2 big puncture holes.
Gruesome
Big old half orc just practically just phases through the 2 of you, or will if as he bounds towards you, you don't move out of the way. He seems to have. Yeah, I goofed and made a lot of Santa tokens. I'm sorry, Shogun. Anyhow,
I was like, why is there 2 of me?
Yeah, you see a ghost of yourself, Santa. It's very creepy. No, there's
What the fuck?
you see a big old orc seems to have all sorts of holes in him, and one big old claw dug way too deep into his back.
Cool.
But they're all just making their way
Downtown.
making their
Walking
way
fast.
downtown. Moving
Faces
fast.
pass.
Down,
And they're
down, down,
homebound.
and a bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Da, da. Sec. So they make their way. That they all just kind of move out of the street and move the hell out of town.
Cool.
And you can follow them for a bit. They gradually pass a clearing and they just keep going off into the night.
I
It's
don't
sounded-
think I personally feel too comfortable going much further in the middle of the night.
Well, they're not doing anything. They're just passing on.
I don't. Never mind. Let's go back.
She'll like nod and be like, "I'll catch up to you," but she's just gonna like walk around the town a little bit. Just hold on. Can I have a pipe with like tobacco or like weed or something?
Mm? Yeah, sure. It's Mark. You get the weed brownies right now. No, you get
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you can have a little pipe.
Cool.
It's smart.
She's gonna
And
take
gonna
out her
keep some
pipe
stuff.
and
All
like
right.
stuff it with some herbs and just kind of take a walk around town and smoke.
All right. Any particular direction?
No.
All right. You wander a bit. After a while, after a few minutes, you hear a little tinkle of a bell coming around a corner. You've heard it before. There's this old lady Morgantha selling her pies. Her pies that apparently make some people really happy.
Trisky is making those pies as we speak.
Oh boy. I'll nod to her and kind of like,
She has a small
Yep.
child with her.
oh, does she usually?
No, not usually.
That's fucking weird. Especially because it's like in the middle of the night. Okay. Sonda will like, she'll like walk over and put like a friendly face on. Kind of be like, "Are you selling pies in the middle of the night?"
Oh, well, I suppose you caught me. Some nights I'm just restless, dear. What brings you out? Just, couldn't sleep? Perhaps you need a sweet dream?
She'll like kind of gesture to her pipe and just be like, "I just took a walk." She'll look at the child and kind of be like, "And what's your name?"
He just he stammers, but, like, you see him quickly, like, straighten and compose himself. It's just like a little boy, pale, black hair. Lucian Jareth.
Okay. What's the old lady's name?
She goes by, Granny Morgantha.
Be like, "What are you doing up, so late, Lucian?"
Well, Mom and Dad said that I'm gonna go work for Granny Morgantha, help her make more pies to give the people sweet dreams.
At this time of night?
Well, they're gonna do it today, but Lady Morgantha was around now.
She'll kind of like laugh and kind of be like, "So, indulge me. What is the secret to these pies? I'm dying to know. I've been here for a while, and I've heard all sorts of stories.
Oh, what did you hear? Just a little bit of magic, a little bit of the old Fey knowledge.
Yeah, that's usually what I heard, but I know magic's hard to come by in this little town.
Well, I'm not from these little town, dear. I'm not just gonna tell you my business secrets. Lucian here will help me, and we'll return back to his parents, his families. What do
Can I
Have you eaten anything? Perhaps you want a midnight snack? I have so many good. I have let's see, we have meat, we have vegetable, fruit, nice little one for potato paste.
Can I I don't know. She's really weird, and the fact that she makes pies and has a child with her in the middle of the fucking night, and he's gonna help her, makes me so suspicious. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you say?
The kid is sus. Or I think that's what he said.
Yeah, I
that's
have
what he
plenty
said.
of. She just makes meat pies all the time.
She listed a bunch of pies. They got meat, they got fruit, they got veggie, they got potato paste.
She'll be like, these aren't gonna make me hallucinate and strip naked and run through the woods, are they?
She just kind of giggles at that. Well, I make no promises, but usually the dreams are fairly confined.
Sure. She'll buy a fruit one.
All right. You give her so you got a get old piece to give her.
Yeah, I do. I just gotta look at my inventory. Yeah, I do.
Nice. So yeah, you said a fruit one.
Yeah.
All right, and you will. All right, she gives you a nice pie. It actually, it's wrapped up, but it's nice and warm to the touch. Yeah, I mean, her wagon doesn't look anything magical about it, but something nice. Something nice about it when it feel in your hands.
Nice. I'll say thank you. And continue smoking my pipe.
She's just kind of chilling off to the side, smoking it.
Well, yeah, I don't want to smoke in front of the kid, right near the kid.
And just blow the smoke right in his face.
Yeah.
You're so cool helping Granny, bitch.
Have some cancer.
Said, so yeah, she'd sell the pie to you. Before going though, she'd ask, so what have you been up to, dearie? You seem familiar, but not quite. What's the word? Not quite local. Just a hunch I get from time to time.
She'll roll her eyes and thank her again for the pie, and then say goodnight to the boy and then walk away.
All right then, keep your secrets. And she continues downward with the boy. Seems to be really excited that you. What?
I want to I don't know. I just want to I want to
turn around and
her.
throw the pie in the kid's face.
I want to watch her, but not super hardcore. I totally believe she's evil, but I just want to I don't know. She's curious, so she just wants to I don't know. She just wants to watch this old lady until she finishes her pipe.
So you're gonna just watch her leave down the street?
Yeah.
yeah, you'd see they just continue down for a while. The bell just jingles as it does. Uh, the boy occasionally like says something. She'll occasionally say something back, or even just kind of like sing a little tune.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll head back to the mansion and maybe have a slice of pie.
All right. Do you have a slice of pie?
Uh, yeah.
Oh
All
no.
right.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Roll a Constitution.
Oh, fuck.
Wailed.
So gonna let me just. All right.
She dies
So,
instantaneously.
you're in the kitchen. You have a nice, delicious fruity pie. Was that some apple? Anyhow, what's the nicest thing you can remember of your old life, Sanda, before you crossed into the mist? Was it something involving your mentor, your mother, your friends, some family?
Probably. Um.
Well, they're all dead now.
I
You
don't even
crawl
know
through
if her
the.
mom's alive. She probably has fond memories of both, like, her mom, like, brushing her wild hair when she was a kid, or with her mentor getting, a bullseye for the first time, and him praising her and being, like, really proud of herself.
So, you one moment you're eating pie in the kitchen, the next your mom was brushing your hair and excitedly hyping you up for your day out at the range, and everything's a lot brighter than probably it truthfully was as you run excitedly through the streets. Your mentor is there waiting. He gives you the crossbow. You fire, and it's just bullseye, bullseye, bullseye. And suddenly one day, there's a freaking lizard man vampire from hell, from the freaking seventh of the nine hells there, and you shoot him straight through the heart. He explodes, and it's awesome, and the whole town's cheering you, and everything just grows, the whole town cheering you, and suddenly you're freaking the Duchess of Seville, and everyone's dropping things at your feet because they know that the Draco Lich is coming, but that you will be one of the first into its lair to save their town once again for the 10th, 100th time. And you're in the kitchen.
She'll be like, what? She'll kind of just like, did I eat the whole pie? Like the whole slice, or did I just take a bite?
You got to eat the whole slice and savor every bite before this happened.
Oh, okay. She'll kind of just like, just kind of like laugh, like genuinely, and then like stop herself and look around. And then she'll just like cover it with like a napkin or like a handkerchief and put it like on the counter in the kitchen and like go to bed.
All right. So you go to sleep and another bathroom break.
Damn it, Ken. Is Trisky back, or is he still making brownies?
Fucking oven's preheating.
Oh shit!
I've just been being quiet because it's not been my moment. I'm fucking asleep. I'm going to jail.
Same.
Yeah, probably at some point. I need to hold the microphone closer to my mouth because I've lowered my microphone sensitivity. Do I work tomorrow? I do. Sorry, sucks.
What time?
Morning shift. 7:45. There's a Ken returning.
Okay, back.
Hello.
Okay. So, in a few hours, the rest of you sleep in the mansion are woken up by Smark and or Irina. They're dressed in all black. And they say, like, it's time. You, Malmus, are woken up by Father Donovich. Same message.
Okay. Let me get on my...
I put on my funeral clothes.
Almus is going to put on his armor. for
Like,
this.
why? That's the closest to any ceremonial thing that I have.
He prepares his shovel sword.
Ready to shovel knight. He can put people in the graves both figuratively and literally.
I mean, anyone with a shovel can technically do that. Bash him over the head.
But not as efficiently as the shovel knight.
He knows the true way to wield the shovel.
You do. Alright, 1 second. Alright, so those of you in the house, as you all get dressed or whatever you need to, equip whatever you need to, so you'll make your personal preparations. You meet in the foyer. The Irina and Ismark's father's coffin has been closed, and they
Actually,
reckon.
we
Huh?
kind of have to open that for a while. I need to put these coppers on his eyes.
Oh,
You can
yes,
close
yes.
it after that.
Alright, so yeah, he's gonna open it back up.
Do it.
Zany funeral antics.
Yeah. It can be closed now.
Fuck!
I just envision that, and the corpse just sits up and like does like a pose, jazz hands, and everyone rolls initiative. Now,
For our dance
Yeah.
party.
you lay your yep. No, you lay your coppers on. You begin your ritual. So this is protecting it from anyone trying to raise it.
Yeah. For 10 days, it can't become an undead, or it can't be raised by spells such as, raise dead or resurrection and whatnot.
Both Irina and Ismark like join each other like in a quick prayer as you do this. And yeah, nothing interferes with the duration. You casting as a ritual, so it's probably like a 10 minutes there.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
You say your words, they say their prayer. And Sanda and Deus, if you peek out through the boards outside the window, if you do at all, you can see well, I mean it's not too easy to see too far ahead, but there seems to be a bit more fog than previously covering up again.
I think she'll like wear her armor underneath like her formal dress thing and like have her crossbow and weapons just in case.
All right.
Almus is wearing his armor and has his shovel and is preparing to help carry the coffin to its final resting place.
All right, so he's gonna start heading out towards the house.
Yeah, wherever the coffin
Alright.
is.
Yeah, so yeah, you make your way through the streets. Dark, foggy. You hear the occasional suspicious animal noise off in between buildings, but nothing really accosts you on your way back to the mansion. So you join up. Ismark opens the door, welcomes you. And once the ritual's done, he says, all right, we'll need 4 to carry him.
3. Almus takes the front all on his own. Nah, joking.
No. I mean, tempting, but no.
That's 18 strength right there. I think I can lift it.
It'd be, I mean, if you really want to try, you could, like, maybe roll strength, just convince people, like, all right, he could hold this down steady all on his own. But, like, in character, does Malmus really want to try just taking up, like,
That
one
was like
side
a
on his
joke
own?
roll. I was just going for it just in case. No, I was actually joking.
Oh, okay, so he's not seriously intending it, then, But, so yeah, we're gonna need 4 to carry along. Everyone else could just be the procession.
Almus essentially takes to the front right side of it, holds it up. Everyone.
Like the back, right?
Right side
So you
is
gotta
covered.
take back right. Ismark's gonna take front left.
I'll take
Wow.
whatever's left.
And
Alright, so you'll
Finnegan's a
take-
fucking pansy, so he'll.
Can't put all that weight on my prosthetic leg. No, makes sense.
You're not exactly the strongest, I don't recall either.
No.
Alright, so we got Ismark, Malmus, Sanda, and Deus carrying a coffin. So that leaves Irina and Fixgood walking. Without the coffin yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okie doke. Let me just.
Talk to people in the background.
I ain't talking shit. There he is. Sorry about that. All right. So you guys close the casket that is now protected from the whims of resurrectionist devils, and you begin your procession. out into the foggy streets. You make it past.
Was
See,
Fix good to carry a torch or anything of the sort to light our way?
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
yeah,
Cast light on
that'd
the
be
lantern.
handy.
Dawn
Yep,
is
you
what-
cast light to light the way. So you got a very
it's
nice.
dawn, right? Like light's barely coming by.
Yeah, there's really
Dawn and it's
not
also
much light. Like you can see some little gaps in the clouds where you could be like, "Hey, that sky is not completely night," but not much. It's mostly like you can see just those flecks from the sky ahead and just blackness and occasional shape as Fixgood's light illuminates a little more of the street. And after 1, 2, 3 houses down the street, you guys hear a skittering. Sounds like a lot of little rustles, a lot of little squeaks coming down the alleyways.
God damn it, we're not playing Vermintide. Let's go.
All right, you guys keep going.
Let's just keep moving.
I am not exactly a vermin expert.
Would you count
All
a
right,
rat as
look over.
a monster, Sanda?
What?
However,
I
I am
I
going
was
to
saying,
be
rats
would
more.
you count
get-
a rat as a monster? You just said what, and it was perfect.
Monster where?
The rats get pretty big around here, Sanda, sometimes.
Yeah, I know.
Sometimes even a little violent.
I'm going to be a bit more cautious when walking now.
Yeah, she'll like keep an eye out and stuff, but I mean, like, she has a fucking casket to carry, so like, she's not too focused on
Immediately drops the casket. We all roll initiative.
that.
Fear the wrath of Ismark the Great. He's just suddenly a lich.
You already did the thing.
Did what thing?
None of that shit.
Yeah, well, maybe he was actually the not ritual the
He
whole
was
time.
he was already undead.
Yeah, I was fucking with all of you.
Yeah, but I just keep leading the crew. Well,
All right, so
making sure that people have ample vision in case there are rats.
okay, so you guys get to about here when in the rims of the light, you start to see a lot of rats come through.
Where
Are they
at?
little?
So right now, you guys are here.
What kind of rats?
They look like ratty rats, big ratty rats, almost a swarm of rats, crawling left to each other, right to each other, on top of each other, under each other, starting to just become a ratty mass.
Oh boy, Rat King.
Great. Yeah, that's what Sansa will say.
And to the alleys of either side of you, they just begin to build up.
Are we turning
And
into like a rat mech?
doesn't really look like it. They pile, but they fall apart. They're just kind of building.
I essentially hasten our pace.
As you start to move forward, they start to rush into your light and roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Damn.
I need a new initiative roll, it seems.
Yeah, this is actually an old one, just growing in
9.
there.
Whoops, I forgot to have my thing selected. Damn it.
Oh, that's a good one.
Well,
Of course.
congrats.
As the torchbearer and the only guy without the fucking carrying part, shouldn't he have like advantage on that shit?
On initiative?
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, the guy's distracted by carrying should have disadvantage, I think. But I didn't think, so I'm gonna not add that in. I almost added Mad Mary into this combat, and I don't think she'd be helpful at all, so I'm gonna just
Throw
not.
her in anyway. The joke must continue. Go. She's gonna kill the rats with her pies.
That's not Mad Mary. She's actually more useless than that person.
Just an impromptu fucking... I'm thinking of the wrong lady. Mad Mary will send her dog at them. Lancelot's coming back into the fray.
Yep. Actually, I'm thinking you're not that far from the house, Butch. All right,
so I had a 9.
Fix you had 1. This rolled 15. You got 9. All right, so did you roll, Alex?
Yeah,
All right.
it's there.
It is.
Yeah. Now you have to roll for the NPCs, and then you have to roll for the giant amalgam of fucking...
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm looking over some sheets. So let's see. All right, so I'm gonna leave this on you guys. Would you prefer I do friendly NPCs and enemies on different turns, or
Hold them as separate turns.
all right?
Hey, moment, my Discord thing, guys.
Well, dear Lord, fucking voice connection right now is dying.
No.
Hey, nerds.
There we go.
Equipment.
All right. At the higher decks.
The rats all have a 1.
A 1?
You just rolled their 1.
Oh yeah, it did have their 1.
Rolled 1 and 1.
What?
That's 2 nat failures.
Why did it give me a set? Why did it give me a 7 though?
Because you rolled manual dice beforehand. That was for the 2 human NPCs, not for the rats.
Oh right, all right, they mix together. Yeah, so those rats are fast, but they're also just very, very slow. Anyhow, I think their dex is still higher than yours.
Definitely, definitely it is. Definitely.
Yeah. So the rats did still manage to beat somebody on this. But yeah, let me just get them in real quick.
We require combat
begin.
music. Oh boy.
Alright. Deus Vold. You are holding a coffin, and there are rats surging forth.
Lower the volume, please.
You can manually.
I use a bonus action to lower the volume of the music so I can hear myself think.
You can literally do that. Just whatever.
I did.
It doesn't on my end.
It's still up?
That's better.
That's completely gone for me, but whatever.
I can still hear it.
I miss a ship horn one, but whatever.
Who can and who can't hear it?
Can't. Well, barely, but whatever.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna try a thing. That's fine. Alright, let's go.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, so Deus Vold.
Right, so I'm still holding that fucking coffin then.
We're holding
Yep.
the back right part of the cup.
Ah, goody. Guessing I can't put it down without the others.
You can't put down, but what?
I'm not able to put it down together
Can you
with the
try
others.
and like coordinate us to put it down together since all four of us who are holding it are next in the turn order?
Yeah, you literally.
Yeah,
going
you
in
can,
a straight line.
Yeah, you can motion or try to, you tried to, just motion or say that to people, like, put it down.
Yeah.
A
Try
sea
and
of rats is
cooperate.
coming. A real vermintide.
Fuck you.
The end times have come.
Almas will try and coordinate with us, assuming everyone else does, Sanda and...
Yeah.
Did we successfully put down a fucking
Ismark
coffin?
will be willing to go with it, but,
Wasn't
Sanda, are
Ismark
you?
in the front left?
Yes.
So he'd be to my left. He'd
Yep.
be swapped. And the closest thing would be like so. Wouldn't it, like, put him in the middle?
Yeah.
And Sanda would actually be right next to Deus Vold.
Mm-hmm. Right, Sanda. Boom.
Like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
where's Lancelot?
Not on top of the rat.
Not on top of the rat. Is Sanda on top of the rat right now?
No, she was.
Okay, no, yeah, Sanda's not on top of a rat.
And
Shit,
that rat
actually
was
lost that rat.
hiding.
Never mind.
We still have two Santas.
Yeah, where's the second Sanda right
To the
now?
left.
Oh yeah.
So actually, you
One
see a
that I can
phantom
delete.
Sanda? No, actually, that was a phantom Sanda that's coming after you guys. So that
Oh,
and
too
yeah,
bad I
we're
deleted
gonna have
her.
Goddamn dog Santa.
There's
Paladin ascended to godhood for 1 second and cast her out of this plane of existence. Problem
I
solved.
already have rats to deal with. I don't need this shit.
Alright, so Ismark agrees. Sanda, you good?
Yeah.
You guys lower that coffin and you get ready to defend. Alright, Deus, you do anything else?
Stomp some rats.
I was thinking about it actually.
Hey Dose, do you know what river dance is?
What is?
Does river dance exist in this fucking universe?
I mean, probably did in the Forgotten Realms. Probably find someone here who knows it.
Yeah, you know that dance that's just stomp, 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 do that thing.
I believe it's of Orcish origins. It's their main traditional dance.
Yeah, the
They usually do it after
the
burning a
northern
village to ash.
Siberian orcs.
After they burn a village to ash, they just like stomp and warm their feet and what little remains of their enemies.
I was gonna say, I guess I can't pick up like the closest crate or barrel and just smash it on top of some rats.
That would probably be weaker because it would be an improvised weapon at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's holding the torch?
Me.
The cleric.
It's your torch or your holy symbol that you lit up.
It's the lantern from the Dust Manor.
Oh, okay.
Guys,
I like that. It's probably like the really spooky image, actually. You guys just moving through the fog. There's like a dude with a lantern, coffin, and then just like vermintide. All right.
All right. I'm gonna attack the ones on my south
All right.
with an
Go
unarmed
ahead.
strike. Dang it.
That's most likely a no.
And
It is a no. They like separate just in perfect form to your stomp to just land in the middle.
yeah. And then I'm gonna try again 2 more times because I'll just used Fury of Blows. Dang it.
They shift like impressively fast. There's like
Wow.
Shit.
River dance
Oh,
didn't
boy.
work. Adjust strategy.
Alright, Cleric, the river dance didn't work. You need to come up with a better idea.
Would that be the end of his turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my
Yes.
turn.
I'm just gonna say
Question.
that if this is how it ends, I'm never going to play another game of D&D with this group in my life. The
Oh,
shit
nice.
would be
He's
Swarms of
utterly
rats.
devoured.
All right. Question. So
Yeah.
we're on the street. Technically, wouldn't the street be wider? Would I be able to move into the same spot as him theoretically?
Yeah, theoretically, yeah, it's wide enough.
All right. So I want to move in and fucking shovel knight some fucking rats out the window or into the window, depending.
This poor random villagers just
Oh,
has
wow.
all these evil rats in his house.
So shing, sparkle, sparkle.
That hits. Sparkle, sparkle.
All right.
Slash, slash.
8
Rat
damage.
guts. 8 damage. Okie dokie.
Just like, stop with your foolish dancing and watch this, bitch. Schling.
You give an impressive slice right through that, through the swarm, like right where it's right to like the right of where it separates to avoid your monk's foot. You just give a nice cut right through. Again, nice little spray of rat guts. Take a good number of them. All right.
So
You have another attack.
is it possible for me to set up a reaction or something?
1 sec.
Like, reaction is as in, like, what would normally be an attack of opportunity in older games, right? That doesn't exist anymore, right?
Yes,
I know,
opportunities still exist.
Attack of opportunity
You call,
does still
yeah,
exist. All right.
yeah, they do.
So,
And for reactions case, it's more like you say, when
If,
this happens,
If
I do
this
this.
fucking rat attacks one of these two people within 5 feet of me, aka Sanda or fucking Deus Vold, I'm going to utilize my fighting style protection to impose disadvantage on their attack roll because I have a shield.
Wait, is that already a reaction?
So reaction works in a way that if you have a skill that is a reaction, you can use it once per round when those conditions are met. You don't have to ready it beforehand.
Well, okay, I'm at least... Okay, that works. That's what I'm planning to do, assuming they do a thing.
So you
can I expend one of my spell slots to do this shit?
Blind Smite. Second one, when you hit a creature melee attack, you can. Yeah, sure. So that was for your adding to the damage of your last strike. That was successful then, yeah.
Yeah. And
All
I'm
right.
using it as a first level spell slot, slow.
All right. So that was an extra
An
D8,
additional 9
an extra
damage.
9.
To the shield
Alright.
2d8, funnily enough, but I rolled them really shit. So,
All right.
17 damage in grand total.
All right. So you take a night. Your sword glows. Actually, yeah, it's the same description of that suite, but there's a nice glow, and you start to smell the cook of some rat guts. Also, a bit more rat deads than the initial. All right, what are you doing, Sanda?
I am drawing my short sword and slicing away. Do I just click on the short sword thing?
Yeah, you should be able to just click on it there and it'll do it.
Did I do it right?
You have advantage currently on, so your roll would be 9.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you got advantage for what?
It's automatically on with these sheets. So
Oh,
where at your sheet where you can see your core, where you can see your core bio and spells, and then you have a cogwheel probably. Tap on the cogwheel, and in that box beneath it you have a NPC, and then you have roll queries. You want that roll queries be turned into advantage toggle instead of always advantage.
Fucking. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, neither do I in a tablet. But if the character sheet looks the same way as we see it, you should be able to see it in your character sheet. It's towards the top right corner.
I see.
Yeah, core bio and whatnot.
What are we looking for right now?
Roll queries. It's the second top
It
one.
really doesn't matter for the rest of this. We can fix this one later.
See if I can fix it actually for him.
Yeah, we can check that out after if we.
I
don't
can.
need it right now.
Done it.
There, here.
Oh, okay.
Took care of you.
Well, thanks. Okay, so I clicked it, and so do I have to re-roll now?
No, we're just.
Okay.
In this case, we just take the first roll because the second one assumes that it was at advantage, which it wasn't. So you rolled a 9, so that'd be a miss.
Okay.
You stick and they still managed to split the side. Was that the same one the other dudes were attacking?
It's the only one within her range. You used short
Point.
sword, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. And Ismark is going to
Right. Contemplate.
he's actually just gonna like crawl on the ground, just cry. No, he is gonna take a swing at the thing. Boom. I had the sheet up, but then I dropped it like a jackass. Go. He's gonna angrily swing a sword with 2 hands. Gonna go with that first 24, and he did 6 to this fucker. So yeah, Ismark, with a scream of rage, clutches his sword in 2 hands and swings it down. Another mass of rats is coming out of the alleyway. Irina actually moves in beside him and attacks. Just gonna put it here for ease of actually using this.
It was a triumph.
I'm taking a note here. Great success.
6 damage.
Yep. So she also sticks in her sword, a rapier actually, just in beside him, but actually manages to skewer a few rats onto the edge of it.
Rat shish kebab!
Now the rat's turn. The rat's just attacked by Ismark. The rat's by Ismark.
Which one? To the south or to the east or the northwest?
No, I got him. I'm just looking over their stuff.
Alright.
They jump to him. He just kind of kicks them aside. You see a few nibble into the leather of his boots. It does nothing. Meanwhile, the ones near Sanda and Deus make a bite attempt for her as they try to crawl up her legs.
So, as Trisky called from the background, Magnus is using his defender and gave disadvantage for the rats.
All right, so those guys are fucked anyway. But
I use Sentinel.
you're mastering each state man. Rocket speed dust. All right. Those rats are pretty gonna get pretty sentineled.
Yep.
Punch them.
Next check and start other
Can
new.
you get the
use your
bonus action
to-
punch off of a reaction punch?
I
No,
have no clue.
Okay.
he has to take an attack action.
Oh, okay.
This is Dave's whole punch your cat in the mouth.
Well, no, now he just has Sentinel active, so it's not an attack yet. Also, the rat's turn's still going. They failed against.
The last part. When a creature within your reach makes an attack against a target other than you, and that target doesn't have this feat, you can use the reaction to make a melee weapon attack against the attacking creature.
Alright, go ahead, punch some rats. 13. Yeah, you hit. You fuck up. You just stomp the shit out a few more rats. This swarm is more looking like a pile of corpses with a few living rats jumping in and out. Meanwhile, a surge of rats comes in to your right and makes an attack.
I can't impose disadvantage of this.
I
Were
guess,
they
oh, yeah,
attacking me or Deus Vold?
Attacking
Both of
Deus
us
Vold.
anyway.
It doesn't matter
And
with
they
that.
failed to attack Deus Vold.
Wait, how much did they roll?
They failed.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see another swarm surging, and you just casually jump out of the way before anything could really get on you and bite you.
Oh, goody.
And all right, Mr. Fixgood, your turn.
Uh-huh.
Shuffle in and mace some motherfuckers.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm bringing my lantern over here.
All right.
Oh boy. Damn it. Alright, I'm casting Bless on Delswold, on Malmus, and also on Ismark. Okay guys, stop this tide!
All right. Can you
So now whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw, they
Nice.
they can add a default to that. Like every single time.
Nice.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right, Deus Vold.
I'm going to try and finish up the swarm of rats that I attacked before.
I am concentrating on a spell.
How do you add a d4 to it, or is it...
Just roll a 1d4 afterward.
Alright.
Well, that's gonna hit. I don't even think you need to
Yeah.
roll it.
And was that that was the same one you were attacking before you mentioned?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a normal one.
It's yeah, you time it right, you watch the pile, and just with quick monk-like precision, you just stomp both rats as they come out.
That's the rest of it.
Yeah, that one's gone.
Can he attack a different character with his bonus action?
You
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, you have one right next to you.
Alright. Then I attack the other one and fucking fail.
And
roll
it
AD,
dies.
roll AD4. Every time. Okay.
So
Oh,
it's 8 altogether, still fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was a critical fail, so it's going to fail.
Yeah, it's an
regardless.
automatic fail. I know.
You break your ankle somehow.
Just,
while trying to solve it.
it's just going to tell you to roll it anyway until you remember it manually.
Stomp my own feet.
Stop it to the beat. Stop it to the beat. Beat.
Stop it. Stopping the beat.
All right. So
Stop it
my
on the
turn,
beat.
right?
Yep.
Okay. Who we got? You have this thing.
First time you hit with a melee weapon attack, first filtration over. Fuck. Alright, if that's what you want to do.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Thunderous Smite as a bonus action and then swing at a motherfucker.
Alright. Where
Swing
are
at them.
so
Okay,
you're
that,
in,
that 100%
Deus's space
hits.
now. Alright. Yeah, that definitely hits.
So we're rolling damage, and then I roll
12 plus 6
2d6.
thunder damage, yeah.
So 23 damage, and assuming it's still alive, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet the fuck away.
Don't need to roll anything, so you just move in, like, you have your freaking Deus there, like, kind of animalistic, but also monkly disciplined, like, ready to kick ass, and you just almost, like, casually push him aside. You bring down your sword, and there's just this loud crack of lightning as this swarm of rats just scatters. Some just turn to ash on the spot, others just go and splatter against buildings, and you can just see, like, 2 that are like still alive, screeching as they just fly off into the night. And there goes one swarm of rats.
Okay, can I still move?
Yeah.
Okay. Not you.
Hey.
Move to face the other ones and just sort of scream at them.
Ah!
He just heard my fucking lightning. Run off, you little pansies.
Oh yeah, like that flash like illuminated the place around you. Like there are villagers like just peeing in their beds right now. They don't even want to look up.
It was all in the name of our holy Lord Ilmater.
At least he remembered the name this time.
Yeah, I did.
It's only when you
I almost
in moments
forgot
where
it.
you prove yourself worthy to speak it that you remember his name. When you feel his thunder within you.
His thunder
Right.
of righteousness.
makes us
is with the
thunder.
downtrodden.
All right, Sando, what's up?
I can't move my piece.
Oh yeah, the other token was the one that you can actually control, Rip. The one that I deleted, which is why I could delete it.
How could this happen to me?
I made my mistakes.
Alright, let's see.
You need to add another ghost of Sanda and move this old specter.
Alright.
No, it was a specter all along.
Yeah, that's why you were chilling out with the ghosts and bought a pie.
Yeah, dude.
We got pot, did some drugs.
Ghost pie. Ghost pie sounds like a really kinky form of ghost sex. No.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, so this Sanda is the imposter and must be destroyed.
Okay, I still can't move this one though.
What the fuck?
You need to add permission to the token itself.
Shit.
Double click it and then controlled by Sanda.
And now I somehow put sand on another layer. Don't know how that happened, but I'm gonna fix this.
Put a lock on fucking this. Fucking BB fits good.
No, I did that myself.
Because you're concentrating.
Yeah.
Alright. Keto brownies.
Keto brownies?
Mm-hmm.
What ingredients are in them?
Oh, no. They're keto brownies.
Can move it?
Attack the rats.
Alright, attack them rats.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Sorry, hold on. Like 2 seconds.
It missed. Dun, 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 dun. So you thrust your short sword into the mass and they part, and it misses. You got another attack?
I don't think so. I don't think I can attack twice.
Well, anyhow, Ismark carries the thought and makes an attack.
That would be the 15.
Yep. And Ismark is overcome by just lots and lots of rage over this affront on the day of his father's funeral, and just sweeps the rest of this mass aside with mighty blows from his sword. And the mass is clear for now.
Well, that takes care of that. Back to business.
Almost, sort of uncaringly returns to his post alongside the coffin and prepares to lift it up, waiting for.
Technically speaking, I'm standing where I should be standing.
Ismark takes a few deep breaths, shakes himself, puts his sword away, and goes back to his side.
That would be where he is.
Yep. Irina stands
Yes,
back
that way.
beside the light-bearing cleric.
His mark is right where the dot is.
Mhm.
You don't. Have
Oh, yeah,
to-
true. Technically, yeah, true. Technically, where the coffin is. Boom. Guys, we're all gonna move ahead anyway. Gosh, but yeah. So I'm gonna get it back in position.
Yes.
Stop this shit, poltergeist. All right. So as you gather yourself, and everyone, being a pallbearer, takes their end of the coffin and lifts it once again. Seems the fog's a little higher now, a little thicker in front of you.
Still haven't moved his mark back into his position.
Hmm.
Yes, that's the order. No! No, wrong! I was in the front right!
This map is more congested than I honestly expected.
Well,
But,
shut your whore
nah,
mouth and
oh.
just go along with it. Let's go.
Okay, it right where you are right now doesn't exactly matter as long as we can build back to it in some time.
Yeah.
So, you guys make your way ahead. Your
I
cleric.
want to give out details.
Your cleric is lighting his way. Hey, details have the values. But right now, we're moving ahead. So you guys make your way ahead into the fog. Cleric lights the way, and you pass through the center. As you pass by the tavern, no real sound, but still some smoke rising from one of the chimneys. You can hear a flute playing off in the distance.
Is that another ghost flute?
Maybe. You don't really see any flute player about. You just hear a flute. Merry little melody.
Okay.
And as you make your way up the street, you get to about here, where we'll all be moved in a second. When you hear groaning ahead, humanoid, and just see a silhouette of a man stepping out of the fog, and more skittering of rats to either side.
You mother, give me some form of semblance. What was the coffin?
Everyone lowering the coffin or not?
Yeah, sure.
And roll initiative once again.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm okay with this. Maybe.
Moved all of 5 feet since last time.
Can't wait to roll -1.
I'll put him in position after. Let's just focus on numbers first.
So ASVold goes before Mr. X Good. And it
Mhm.
needs to be added with a 14.
1 second. I'm just putting everything into
Sick of these
position.
motherfucking rats on our motherfucking streets.
Oh dear, I seem to be standing on one.
Who the fuck?
Oh, that's not a zombie. A rat.
Rat zombie.
Maybe it's a were-rat.
Maybe he identifies as a rat. Don't
I was
know.
gonna say it's a boomer that if we kill it, it just explodes into like a swarm of rats. And now you all have that image in you. You're welcome.
I like this idea.
I've taken this image and I have discarded it.
For now. It'll come back to you in your darkest moments.
Were you?
For you.
Oh no.
Huh.
Alright, Sanda.
Yeah.
What's that initiative score?
She rolled a 14.
Sec. 14. Nice. So we got fix with send this. Alright, now separate one for. Alright. Alright, Sanda, you're up.
Okay.
So let's see what we got him in position. So Ismark was up front. Ismark would be here or here. Bricksgood up ahead. And Irina up ahead closest to the dude.
What is this formation?
This is a map that was smaller than I even realized.
You can hold Alt while you're moving things around and not to ignore the tiles.
Alright,
Well,
Sanda,
you
what's up?
can't.
So I'm going to suggest something to you. For the next session, if there are like out of world combats, just have a blank grid that you use as a combat map.
Yeah, I have some grids I've been using to make just like mini maps for either encounters or just random times where I might need them. But I figured this might be able to work on the grid, but I figured wrong. So
Yeah, I mean,
lesson learned.
It plays on 20s, which is really not good.
All right, Sanda, what's up?
So what's in front of us? More rats?
Yeah, so to either side of you, more rats coming in, and up ahead of you, there seems to be some humanoid figure.
Okay. Where's the figure?
Up ahead.
Like, can we see them?
Yeah, you can see him. He's like right in front of your cleric. Actually, yeah, when he steps out of the fog and into your light,
That's Ismark.
this is
Move.
no, Ismark's up ahead. But Ismark he's one of the front coffin carrier. He was one of the front pallbearers. Then up ahead was BB Fixer with the light, and you saw a humanoid figure ahead. And as he steps into BB's light, you can see very clearly this is undead. Heavily rotted features around the jaw, around his limbs. You can see bone. Whatever clothes he had are rotting off. Yeah, interesting enough, in the middle of his forehead, there seems to be almost like a burn. Just a small, round burn. Like an oval burn, actually.
Cool.
Did not see a token for the character.
It's somewhere around here, probably.
Did someone step on it? Or...
Looks like
No,
you
you
moved
can-
it off to this fucking side.
I think I did. I think I mistook him for another token and moved him, so bear with me. There he is, motherfucker. Oh yeah, here he is. Hey, Ella. Yeah, so it's this fucker up here.
Ella hear a thing, and now he's on top of me. Where am I? Where am I? Did you move me?
Sorry, Sand, I'm gonna shrink you because you're the biggest token right now.
Okay.
This is a bad idea. Yeah, so there you are. There, Malmus is... Yeah, good question, Malmus, honestly. Your god needed to talk to you, and he briefly took you away from us.
Chill out, guys. I got a call to take real quick.
Okay, doc. Let's see if we can,
Oh.
Alright, well, in the meantime, what is Sonda doing?
I don't have like a clear shot of this guy, right?
Let's see, ranged into... I don't think he's necessarily in melee range yet of, Fix Good. You could take a shot at him.
Okay, cool.
Well then.
One sec. Nice. So that was a nat 20 then, you critted?
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh shit.
And crossroad is piercing damage, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so double that damage.
Okay, hold on.
It should auto calculate it when you just tap on the name of the crossbow, just like you did with the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like that?
No, in here in the chat, where you can see what you rolled. The same way you did with... Oh, you never did that with the short sword because you didn't hit anything. Like that. So it's 7 plus 3. My bad. I assume that I'm the only one who doesn't hit things in melee.
Alright. Yeah, you get that bolt solidly right through its skull, right where that burn mark is.
Yes.
Nice. Alright, what are you doing, Robert? Fix Good.
Well, seeing how everything seems to be stupid close, and the Malmus is not here, which is something that I actually really need, correct?
Alright, let's find Malmus real quick.
I went through the entire map. He's not in any layer where I can touch him.
Fuck, did I accidentally delete him?
You didn't, because he's still in the turn order and he's not grayed out. You have just put him somewhere where I can't reach him.
What the fuck?
Malamus, why did you go where I can't follow?
Oh, found him.
Ah,
There he
is.
is.
Grab me under the
only
rats, you
this stuff
filthy
file.
skur.
Malmus just burst free from the swarm of rats, screaming. And just smiting everything in his path.
Okay, now that we have Malamus, put everyone back now where they belong. I need my distances.
Okay, I'm gonna put the rats in. I'm gonna keep Irina over here and just move her in when she's relevant, because I remember where she is right now. Boom. And there's that right next to you.
Okay, well, those are still too. Now those is too far. Whatever. I can place on Malmus, this fellow, and myself.
You weren't there, Deusfold! He was the back right pallbearer!
Okay.
I'm trying to keep track of the coffin now.
Okay, that's it.
Alright.
That's his turn.
Cast the
So
bus.
Malmus is blessed,
Your turn,
Ishmael is
Deus.
blessed, and I'm blessed.
Cool, cool. Alright, what are you doing, Deus?
So I'm guessing none of us are on the coffin anymore.
Nope.
Set it down.
I run next to a pack of rats north of Malmus and try and hit it.
Alright, try and hit it. You hit it. Nice.
7, and then try and hit it again as a bonus action. It's 14.
All right. So. All right. Yeah, you just run in, almost like side run up a wall, jump in, and just start going to town on one of the swarms of rats, and are just like pulverizing them to little mush with your little hands.
Mush, 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 mush.
And that same swarm of rats is going to try to bite you. And fail. So yeah, they move in, try to bite you, but you're just pounding away at them. It doesn't do shit. Meanwhile, another swarm of rats closer to Sanda is going to try to swarm her.
No.
And fail. And another swarm of rats is going to pour out towards Ismark. And not fail. So yeah, actually, amongst all this swarming, something actually does get through, and you see a few rats start just gnawing to Ismark's leg as he's screaming and swinging at him. Meanwhile, the zombie up ahead of Fixgood is going to make its own attack. It's actually going to make a flurry of attacks. Alright, so
How
that's
many-
5, 8.
Swing,
Yeah, I can
miss,
make
hit.
a multi-attack.
Does it have like multi-attack of 3?
Yep.
Oh boy.
So yeah, this thing just suddenly, as it's like recovering back from the crossbow bolt in its head, just lunges forward, starts madly clawing at you. The first two don't really penetrate anything, but then it comes in close for a bite at your cheek. And
Whew.
what?
When you take damage when concentrating on a spell, you have to make a Constitution save,
Oh, yeah.
which is 10 or more.
Nice.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
I could not
since-
fail that. I did not fail with that because I'm blessed.
Yeah, so this thing like manages to claw in at you. As you're trying to shove it away, it actually manages to bite into not your cheek, but just your shoulder, and you feel it break the skin a little bit.
Subscriber.
I don't need this today.
Ismark is going to take a swing at the rats bothering him. And yeah, Ismark's successfully cutting off some of the rats on his leg. Kills off a few of those. Meanwhile, Irina tries to move in from the side of the zombie and take a stab at him. And wildly miss. Malmus, what are you doing?
I have one more spell slot today. Thunderous Smite. Step forward. Hello, zombie. We're gonna do that thing where I swing at him with a long sword, and then I get.
You are blessed.
I was just about to say I roll 1d4 and get 12 total.
What's that? So yeah, you. What's that?
I hit. Thank you.
You definitely hit him. All
Right.
right. So, yeah, another
So,
loud boom
longsword,
of thunder.
10 damage.
Nice. And is that slashing damage?
Yes. 10 slashing damage, 9 thunder damage, and he has to make a strength saving throw. Or else be knocked back 10 feet and knocked prone.
All right. So there are two things I have to do here, real quick. All right. So strength saving throw. Let's do that first.
He makes it.
Okay, so somehow your lightning cracking into things, you slash into it. Man, it like maybe moves back a few inches, but somehow holds its ground. And
It's 19 damage total.
1 sec. Before I calculate that, there's one more thing.
Three.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so your strike as it goes through takes out one of this thing's legs. And you said that was how much damage total? 15?
19.
19.
9
19?
damage from the sword, 9 damage from the thunder.
Yeah, so this thing splits apart with a nice crack of thunder and falls to the ground as it's you see, you swipe right through the meat of one of its legs, and it just comes apart with one of its legs jumping in front of you, and the zombie itself just pogoing backwards.
Malmus grunts, somewhat amused by this.
1 second.
Oh shit, I should have done Divine Smite. Whatever.
Alright, Sanda, what are you doing?
I'm gonna take a shot at the zombie.
Okay. Yeah. And you put a bolt in nicely right above where the last one landed, and this thing still reeling from the thunder just collapses, and so does the little leg that was hopping around, just this final jerk into the air and falls.
Good.
I sort of just give you a look like, nice shot, but you stole my kill.
Alright. And, now your turn?
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Alright, Mr. Fix Good.
I'm going to be holding up my lantern enough to give. Hold on. I actually have to check this because I played a character that specializes in this, and now I'm completely mixed out on how these things work. Okay, it works that way. I just hold up the lantern enough to shed proper light on these things, and use help action to give those full advantage on the next attack against this thing.
Good.
And that's it.
He gets advantage alongside the +4 from Bless.
he
Nice.
So if he misses, he's
wasn't
full
within
of
the
shit.
range of the
If he
bless.
misses, he just has to tear his own heart out.
Didn't you say Dasfold? That's one of them?
Oh, he was too far. He was over here, and this area is stupid large.
Alright.
Bless has the range of 30 feet. I haven't moved, so...
But yeah, this is the last time we're going to check combat on a large scale grid.
Yeah. So. But Deus Food still has advantage on the first attack against this thing.
I smack that shit.
I'm gonna attack the group of rats in front of me. The small
Alright.
rats.
Well, I don't think you need
Yeah.
advantage on that one.
Yeah, you really don't. So that was a 6.
I
Alright.
don't have advantage on that one.
Yeah, you do. I
He's
used help
assisting
action
you.
for it.
Oh. I'm still
So-
on normal.
Yeah, well, just roll again
Yeah,
and see.
yes.
Maybe it's one of those 20s.
Yeah, it's the glowing rats right now, isn't it?
Yeah,
Alright.
these ones.
Yeah, you're pounding away. It's you're still making just rat paste with your freaking fists and feet.
Okay.
Yep.
Almost.
It's dead.
Paste.
It is now officially rat paste.
Well, at least we got some food
Delicious.
for later.
Can he still move
Nice.
around on the grid?
Yeah, you can.
I thought it was like when you do an attack, you're not able to move after.
Nope. One
No.
attack action, one movement action. Separate
Yep.
actions.
Okay.
Unless you have multi-attack, then you can add more attacks. Which a lot of classes will give you an extra attack. Or
Actually, you can. Actually, you can split up your movement and your attacks.
Yeah.
You can move 5 feet, attack, move 5 feet, attack, move 5 feet, move 5 feet, as long as until your movement has been used up.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Like instead of just like one attack and like movement.
So you can move, you're a monk with a fancy ass thing, so you can move 40 feet, right?
Yeah, so I can move to like here, or
Yeah,
Oh.
back where you came from.
No, look at the
oh,
grid
okay, so it's 20 feet per. Okay,
for time.
Yeah, that's why you are not less correct.
Jesus Christ.
You
That's
can
Jason
move over
Bourne.
here and be in
I'm gonna
combat
move here.
range.
I'm
Considering
just
two
gonna
people can definitely occupy the same, 20 square foot area.
move. Oh,
Yes.
All right, is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. So, a swarm. First swarm's gonna keep attacking Ismark.
I roll disadvantage. I mean, I impose disadvantage because they're close enough for me to shield them, I guess. I don't know.
Well,
This fucking grid is
fuckity-fuck.
crazy. 10.
It fails.
You're welcome.
It fails to
Ismark.
bite through Ismark's nice leather boots. And another one attacks. But this one
Do
attacks
nothing about this
Sanda.
one.
And it is in a little better shape. And it's still a full swarm, so it also has disadvantage
It miss-
though,
No, it does not. I'm not close enough.
but it still fucks up.
Yep.
So it cannot bite through your leather, Sanda. And sandals. And that's that. Ismark is still pissed at this one that's attacking him. So Ismark is going to slice this and give it some damage.
7 damage.
Yup. And it's gonna slice it again. And it is gone. He slices off his rats.
Alright. Excuse me a second here. So I assume it's my turn?
Yep.
So I'm moving, I'm actually doing this movement.
Mhm.
And I am going to, adjust my glasses, which I don't have, and swing at this motherfucker. That is an 8. Okay.
Your hypothetical glasses. They do not hit.
The fact that I'm
Bless.
wearing glasses makes my vision
Bless.
blurry.
All right.
Right. 11.
All right. Yeah, that hits.
12 damage. Shut up, phone.
You, Yep, that is pretty nice. You take a nice swing, few swings right through this thing, just sweeping it aside.
All right, and that's my turn.
Screeches
this
beneath
time.
you.
I don't have spells anymore. Can't do much.
All right, Sandra, what are you doing?
Gonna whack the rats.
All right, do it. Yep.
And just as you did with
There you
the
go.
crossbow.
4 damage.
All right. All right. So yeah, you're adding to Amalmus's sweep. So you're just kind of stabbing through rats as they go. This thing's just crumbling apart beneath the two of you. BB fix good.
I'm gonna walk over the to Ismark and seeing how he seemed a bit nibbled. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Give him 4 hit points.
Thanks. You see kind of the blood. You see like some blood stains through a few little bites through, and his pants leg start to just kind of disappear.
Yeah, and that's all she rolled.
All right. Deus, what are you doing?
See what Drishki's doing.
I'm saying
He's-
you can move there into combat
Yeah.
range.
Gonna move here and then attack the swarm of rats. Oh, the last swarm of rats, I should say.
Yep.
4 and 7.
That's dead.
Yeah, it's gone. You come in. So there's like sword sweeping across the Vermintide, and then just you leap in and with your kung fu wolfman fighting, just pound the rest of this into paste. That they just swish around with their little swords.
And all of a sudden, the dramatic music briefly ends abruptly.
Yep, the band suddenly just is dismissed. And silence fills the street again. So you all take a breather and look back to your task. And so, is this about time we usually call it? Do you guys want to go a little more forward?
I want to go a little bit for. I want to.
We should at least
call it
take-
here. I'm tired.
All right.
That's good.
I would say that we should at least carry the cask at the end of it, but
Yeah, assuming we can, we don't run into rats again. I'd like to get the casket to the.
Sure, you guys. You guys make it through the last street you need to, up to the doors of the chapel, and you find Father Donovich. Just nods and raised his hand and said, "Let us begin."
And time skip to next session.
Ba, 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 ba.
You get to level up from killing rats in the one zombie.
Let me calculate all that and get back to you. Because there's also a thing I've used so far, at least in Depth House concerned, where there's milestone based in Curse of Strahd, but I want to check how that's going to work for the rest of the campaign before I decide to just if do that or just do it based on XP.
Alright.
But I'll calculate.
Okay. Sounds good to me. That was
All
a
right.
nice solid 3-hour session. Thank you everyone for joining.
I am going to stick more to custom maps than try to do combat on a large scale town grid.
like I said, you literally take just a blank grid and plop people there.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, good night, everyone. See you next week.
Good night.
Bye.
Take care.
Night.
Alright. So, session is getting called there. We're all done. But to anyone who may be waiting around in chat, speak now or forever hold your peace. We're gonna go say hi to Ari. Is doing good ya.